Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. You're watching Next Gen Health Energy Nuggets. Now, we've all heard this encouragement before. You have the potential to achieve anything if you just set your mind to it. Well, there's actual science to back that up. First, before we expand on this, be sure to hit the subscribe button and check out our Facebook and Instagram. The handle is right here on the screen. Okay, grab your medicinal monocula lenses and we'll take a look at the data. Early on in the mindfulness conversation, Dr. John Kabat-Zinn conducted a simple yet elegantly powerful study. Patients with an inflammatory skin condition called psoriasis were being treated with UV light therapy. He took a group of those patients and taught them very simple mental exercises. They were told to use their imagination to visualize the light soothing their inflamed skin and clearing it. The results showed that these patients healed 4 times faster compared to the control group of patients who simply sat in the light without performing any mental exercise. The results were absolutely shocking. Dr. Zinn repeated the study on a larger scale and found the results were replicable. So, what did all this show? It revealed how our thoughts can truly affect our outer physical body and our healing capacity as individuals. Ever since this watershed moment in mindfulness research, Dr. Zinn's mindful-based stress reduction therapy has been an effective program offered throughout North America to help people suffering from anxiety, depression, and PTSD, to chronic pain and inflammatory conditions. You may be wondering, how is this even possible? How does it work? Now, of course, there are so many pieces to this puzzle and it's extremely complex. It's not one single mechanism, but rather a multifaceted process. But please, allow me to expand on one essential piece of this puzzle. The instructions of life are found in our DNA, the book of life. It's found in every cell of our body. The DNA contains genes, and every gene is the informational blueprint for a particular protein or other molecule necessary to create and sustain life. Although the only difference between a cell in your toe versus your tongue or your trachea is that you're reading a different page of the book of life. It turns out that meditation and these mental exercises are directly involved in the expression of genes. Simply put, the positive health-sustaining genes are upregulated and turned on, while negative disease-associated genes are downregulated. Now think back to my intro video where I cited a study showing that we were 50 times more likely to be alive without chronic disease in 15 years when practicing self-regulating skills, mental exercises. It's really that simple. What's more, the general health of a cell is illustrated by the length of the caps at the end of our chromosomes. Chromosomes are essential to the book of life. They're made up of the DNA, and the genes are separate pages recounting the history of our existence. As we age and our cells replicate, the caps at the chromosomes, called telomeres, get shorter and shorter until they're so short that the cells can't replicate. That's when the aging process advances to the point where we become less healthy, less vibrant, and resilient. Interestingly, however, stress also results in the shortening of these telomeres. Mental exercises have shown to reverse the shortening process, elongating telomeres and allowing cells to continue replicating later in life. The cells actually retain their vibrancy. It's clear that meditation and other mental exercises are extremely powerful, but there's another aspect to this. Learning to flex your mind is essential in the process of health and wellness. However, it's only one part of the bigger picture. Research by Dr. Badri Riki studied emotionally distressed patients. One group practiced meditation and mindfulness exercises compared to another group who also practiced meditation and mindfulness, but were provided an audio program discussing spirituality and explaining our connection to each other and to something larger than ourselves. The data is clear that adding a spiritual perspective to these mental exercises improved results. Patients not only improved their mood, but the long-term results were extremely good, as the appreciation of the interconnectedness sustained interest. It created a new level of context to understand themselves and their relationship to each other, and to a greater divine energy. No matter the label you name or you put onto this higher level of divinity, understanding our connection was an accelerant to healing. So as you can see, flexing our mental muscle radically affects our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. So please join me for nugget number 4, where I will start to discuss the role and the intelligence of the heart. Now, please, if you liked what you just heard and this really resonates with you, and you know somebody that would really appreciate this information, please subscribe to my channel and spread the word. Until then, like I always say, there will never be enough bullets, bombs, and antidepressants to dig us out of the hole that we find ourselves in today. We need a new conversation. We need a new narrative to set us on a new path to a brighter future distinct from the past.